Reaction After Hours Party. Please form a orderly line to the right. The doors will be opening soon. Thank you for coming to the RAIDER Reaction After Hours. Yes, ma'am, this is invitation only. We will be checking IDs. Line is to the right, please. Line is to the right. Yes, sir, line is to the right. Doors will be opening soon. Thank you for coming to the RAIDER Reaction After Hours. Please, invitation only, and we will be checking identification. No, ma'am, you will not be allowed in if your name is not on the list. I don't care how big of a fan of RAIDER Reaction you are. You will not be allowed in if your name is not on the list. Ma'am, please. You don't need to show me that. I've seen those before. Please, if your name is not on the list, you are not getting in. Line is to the right. Line is to the right. Please, keep an orderly line, guys. The doors will be opening soon. Let's keep it under control, please. The doors will be opening soon. Thank you for coming to the RAIDER Reaction After Hours Party. Line is to the right. Yes, sir. Very, very soon, sir. Please, quit pushing. Guys, please, make a hole. Make a hole. Please, make a hole. Mr. Brown, please come in. You are always a VIP. Please, everybody make a hole, please. Make a hole. Yes, the doors will be opening very soon. We're very close to opening the doors. Please, quit pushing, please. This is not going to make me open the doors any faster. You don't need to talk to me like that. Okay, everybody please step back. We're going to open the doors. Please step back. It is now time for the RAIDER Reaction After Hours on One Nation Live. Please enter in an orderly fashion. And as always, bring the fire.
What's up, RAIDER Nation? I am the Commish, coming to you live from Hardcore Challenge Live Studios. Deep behind the enemy line. This is RAIDER Reaction, but even better, this is the After Hours Party. Welcome. I see you all got your invitations. At least those of you that have been let in thus far. What's up, Janelle? What's up, Michael? What's up, Jukebox? What's up, everybody? So, no earlier show tonight. I had some conflicts, so I couldn't do the earlier show today, this evening, which was unfortunate, but I will more than make it up to you tomorrow. More than make it up to you tomorrow on Black Friday, as we finish off the second half of a stellar game, which was the 1987 Monday Night Football game between the bitch Pigeons and the Los Angeles Raiders at that time. It was the day Bo Jackson introduced himself to the world and put his foot firmly in the ass of the NFL. What's up, Chris? So, obviously, it is the After Hours. This is a much more relaxed format, as you well know, those of you that have made it. Typically, the numbers are smaller, but it's a more intimate setting. So, you can be allowed into the Ultra VIP Lounge to sit and talk Silver and Black with me. Talk whatever you like. You can use the Raider Reaction After Hours call-in number and call in via audio using your phone line. Or you can join via video chat by invitation from Juan and Rasputin, the Raider Reaction Bouncers. Now, you know, if you don't want to accept the video invitation, simply decline it. No big deal, and we'll move along. And if you would like to accept it, make sure you turn your electronic handheld device sideways, horizontally, and then hit accept. Not vertically, horizontally. Must turn your device horizontally to accept a video chat invite. So, keeping that in mind. Keeping that in mind. Out some invites. If you get one, accept. No, it's your prerogative. Yes, and as Jukebox says, always a strict no nipple policy on the Raider Reaction After Hours. Let's not get too crazy now. Let's not get the after hours shut down. We don't need that. We don't need that. So, good news today at camp. We had some faces making their appearances finally. We get Amari Cooper, get Irvin, get Edwards Jr. making their camp debuts. That's spectacular. Spectacular. It's good to see guys on the field for the first time, you know, start to knock the rust off. So that is nice to see. That is nice to see. Overall, I mean, camp's going along as camp does. Yeah. There's been little fanfare thus far. You know, it's just been kind of going along. No big injuries, which is basically what we want. What's up, Anthony? Basically what we want. No big injuries. So, not like what we've seen down, like Janelle had mentioned, down in Dolphin Land. As there was a fish flopping on the sideline. As Tannehill went down, looked like it could have been more of a serious injury than it was. Possibly turning out to be. It doesn't look like, maybe it's a serious. He's going for a second opinion, so we'll see. They'll follow it up and get more of 100%, but it was looking like maybe Kaepernick's new home down there. Every quarterback job that opens up now, it's like, ooh, they're gonna hire Kaepernick. It's the who's gonna get stuck with Kaepernick game. That's what all the teams are playing right now. Who's gonna get stuck with Kaepernick? Who's gonna get stuck with Kaepernick? Dun, 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 dun. What's up, Shelby? NorCal. What's up, bro? What are you up to? Oh, yeah. So, good day. Good day as a whole. Did pick up a couple linebackers. Picked up the guy that broke Geno Smith's jaw, which is
fam?
Hey, caught him with no hat on, nothing. He's like, oh, man.
You like that shit? Hey, you know what it is? It's a cul-de-sac of love, bro. It's a cul-de-sac of love.
Yes.
We good. So what's up, fam?
What's
How
up,
you doing tonight?
man? How's it going, man?
Bro, just, you know, one of them long days, bro. Long days. But loving life, bro. Always, you know.
So, did you get to check out any of the camp action?
Yeah, I did actually. I checked out a little bit of that, and I also checked out some freaking Cowboys, and they ain't got nothing for us, bro.
Oh.
They ain't got nothing, bro. I was not impressed 1 second. Not 1 second.
Yeah, but it's hard to gauge anything off of that, really.
I know, but I'm telling you right now, our second and third strings raging, bro. We got depth, bro. They're raging. Come get
Yes,
some, bro. Third week.
I can't
Third
wait. I mean,
week, bro.
I'm
They're gonna
excited.
feel it.
I'm excited for the game. I can't lie. Because the great thing about our preseason games is they're all on Saturday nights, which is
Oh
great.
yeah.
Because I'm just gonna sit home and kick back and watch some freaking
Yeah.
preseason football.
I
It's
worked
great.
all day. I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm drinking beers at the house, barbecuing, watching some Raider football, bro. I'm so
Yeah.
stoked. It's
So at
awesome.
least I know my next 3 Saturday nights, I got Raider football to watch. And that's great.
Oh
That's
yeah,
awesome.
dude. It's on.
That's good stuff right there. I can't
Super
wait.
excited, bro.
Yeah. I don't know how
So
many.
you on Oakland Raider football right now?
What's that?
Are you on Oakland Raider football right now? Are you
No,
on?
I'm on One Nation Live right now. This is
Oh,
the
are you?
after hours.
Oh, well, we're good, bro. Oh, see, I didn't even look what time it was, bro.
This
See,
is
there
the
I go.
after hours, bro. We're on One Nation
Oh, well,
Live. I
then
got the
good.
tall boy. This is the after
It's
hours.
late night, right? We're good. We're good. We're good. I got beers then. We're gonna drink beer while we're doing
This is
it.
the after hours,
After
man.
10.
Come on, this is the end of the. This is midnight my time, bro. Midnight.
Oh, it is, huh? See, I'm still like it's like midnight my time. I don't know. I get up at 4, so right now I'm zombified. You know what I'm saying? We're good though.
Yep. Yeah, this
Damn,
is
I wasn't
late night
even
for me.
expecting you to hit me up. I just saw you were on. I was like, oh, what's up? I gotta say what's up. You know.
No, this is
I'm
my
gonna
One
have
Nation
to run and go
Live.
grab a beer real quick though, because it's after hours, bro. And then I'll talk football for days until you're ready for the next one. But I gotta go get my beer real quick. I'll be right back.
All right.
Oh,
So
1 second. I'm like 2 foot away.
that's fine. We'll wait. The Raider Nation will wait for a man to grab a cold one on the after hours. That's allowed in the VIP lounge. I mean, it's hard to bring the fire without properly liquefied. Sometimes it is the after hours. So, like I said, so far camps. No
All right,
big
we're good
injuries,
now.
man.
I got my hat. We're ready to go. That's my power hat, bro.
It was probably more for the hat. He wanted to go get his hat. He was lying about it.
No, actually, no, right here, bro.
Beer.
It's
Beer
my I
and the
can't
hat.
walks, bro. My I can't walks. It's the good stuff. Hey, so what's up, man? Hey, you know what? Honestly, what I saw today, they gotta bring it. I think that, man, I was watching McFadden. And McFadden did exactly what he did for us, bro, today. He ran till he got to the line, and then he fell down. It drives me crazy.
Oh, that guy
Because,
drove me crazy for years.
Dude, I was a fan of his. I always was
too,
waiting
but
for him to break out, bro.
he drove
I
me
mean, it
crazy,
drove me
though.
crazy.
He was my fantasy running back, too. And I just could never rely on him. He was always broken.
Broken. You know, but hey, honestly, what I saw was their defensive line has absolutely no push. I did not see anything that made me think that they can compare with our offensive line. So the last home game, I think that honestly, we're going to be fired up. Granted, they're going to be fired up then too, but you can see that they have no depth in their offensive line, and it was showing with McFadden because if you have a hole, he'll make it through the hole, make a couple yards. He was not making a couple yards tonight, bro. He was falling down at the line. That tells me they got no offensive line, and that was my biggest question with Denver. Though I mean with Dallas, with Dallas though was like, okay, those 2 positions that they gave up in the offseason, like, I mean, is that going to be detrimental to them? You know what I'm saying? But everything's adding up to that. I mean, I hate to be all saying it and everything, but that sophomore slump, bro, I think it's coming for Dallas. I think they have so much
I completely
offseason.
agree, man. I've been saying the same thing. I see it coming. In the
bro.
NFL, you do not peak high like that in one season and jump up that high and not have a fall down the next season. You just don't.
Yeah. And hey, I give it to him. It was time for Romo to step aside. It was. I didn't think it was going to be a rookie that did it to him. You know what I'm saying? But, like, dude, the kid just kept excelling. And, hey, I give it to him. But listen, just like Kaepernick, We're figured it out now. We figured it out. And this year is a Hey, I just watched this video about some, it was Mario Edwards talking about how it feels to be back. And then they asked him about Vanderdoes. And he was all about some Vanderdoes.
Vanderdoes is
think
look good,
that,
man. He's look good in
hey,
camp.
bro, he is defensive
So's
line.
Marquel
So
Lee. People are talking about Marquel Lee, man. Marquel
I'm
Lee's going
down.
to get some chatter that
I'm down.
he could be the real freaking deal. So
I am down. Him and Cowser.
that's what I keep telling everybody. Everybody thinks we're so garbage at linebacker. I don't think we're that bad. And then we went out and grabbed a couple of guys today. I mean, just some serviceable guys, just depth.
What about dude though from the Patriots? Right, he was from the Patriots, the one that got in the car wreck, like a bad car wreck.
He hadn't really played since 2015 though, so he's a little bit of a question mark. And then you got the other dude that broke Geno Smith's jaw. So
yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that. I'm down with that. Hey, get fired up, bro. Go out there and do it. We're Pirates, bro. We ain't fucking lollygagging, you know.
So Jennifer, was it Jennifer? Jennifer, who asked that? Somebody asked a question.
Cole?
Let me scroll back. Who asked a question? Oh, Jennifer Cola. She asks, "What's up with Penn? Donald Penn?" Well, my first proclamation, or my prediction earlier in the week was a twofold prediction. One, that it will either be done before Sunday. If it doesn't make Sunday, I do believe they'll have it done before the first preseason game. I don't think it'll drag out. I think they'll get it done soon. It may take a minute, though, because they got to rework a contract. So
honestly, saw them take a pay cut for Penn's contract, which is good for him because it shows he's a team player and he's willing to do what it takes to be on the team and he wants to win. I'm down with Lee Smith for that. Honestly, my bad. I said I thought Lee Smith was getting cut, bro. I did, but then when you see him do some stuff like that,
hey man, I'll take a pay cut. I'm happy.
Yeah. I'm down with that though. It's more money for Penn. Now, here's the thing.
They're all working towards. It's the last hurdle. It's the last hurdle left. I mean, I've been keep talking about these hurdles. We take one hurdle at a time. That's what Reggie's been doing the whole off season. Honestly, they knew this was coming, so this was left for the last hurdle. They're dealing with him with the money they got left, and he'll be taken care of.
Well, I heard today it was like 19 altogether. It was like close to 19 million or something. But really, what I got to say is, if you see one of your teammates take a pay cut and go out on a limb like that and do that for you, and you know it's for you, show up to training camp, dude. Like, come on, dude. Show up to training camp. You know they're making moves to make your deal. Yeah. Get out there and mess with the rookies and lead by example, dude. And start going
I would really like to see this conversation be happening while he's in camp. Now, if he wants to have a firm statement when he comes to camp, like, listen, I'm coming to camp, but I'm coming to camp under the pretense that as soon as I get there, we start talking about this, or I bounce. And if that's the way he wants to come in, hey, that's fine. But, I mean, come in and be stern about it and be like, hey, we're going to deal with this now, and I'm coming to camp, but I'm not happy. Just know that. Yeah. And
no, that's the only thing that's bothering me about it, dude. Really. I think because come on, 10-year
contract. That's all worth it. Just bugs me, man. Is he just signed it last year,
bro? He's our big dog. It's the second most paid person on the field besides Derek Carr, bro. So come out there and show these youngsters what's going on, dude. Be out there, lead by example, show up, but stay vigilant and talk to your team about what you want, bro. Like, show up, though. I mean, you heard him. You heard Reggie. He said,
yeah, just show up. Reggie doesn't want to talk to him until he's in camp. But that, of course, it's what they say up front. But I'm sure there's some talk going on behind the doors. So.
Oh, I'm sure too. But I'm sure that's the way it should be, though. Show up, dude, and we'll deal with it, bro. I love you, bro. He said it. He said, I love him. Come show up and let's do it. That's good, though. You want your general man.
I just hate the holdout, man. It's just trying to force your employer's hand, and I just hate the holdout. You got to remember,
this team gave him a chance when he was put to the curb by Tampa Bay. They didn't want him anymore. He was old. No, he was a used up old left tackle. Nobody wanted him.
You tell me something right now. That isn't our motif. The Raider Nation motif since the freaking beginning of time. We take the used up, the worked out, the thrown away fools, and they become pirates with us, and we do it.
That's right.
Yeah. Dude, I watched football today, bro, and that was really a good thing.
It was nice to kick back.
I didn't get here in time. I'm sorry, everybody who tried to watch my show tonight. I'm sorry. I had family stuff going on. I couldn't make it. My bad.
I didn't have an earlier show either. I had conflicts earlier too, and I couldn't have an earlier show. So I was able to have the after hours because obviously it's on at midnight my time. So I'm obviously done with everything by now. So
Hey, you guys. William Roy Cooper just came on. He's a buddy of mine. He is a Texans fan. He lives in Texas. The guy is a knowledgeable NFL fan. And honestly, he's respectful. So you guys don't blast him. He's a good dude. He wants to talk football. That's why he showed up. I guarantee it. I've known the guy for a minute. I guarantee it.
Texans fan. That's unfortunate.
Hey, you know, it happens, though. At least it's not a Cowgirl fan. He knew better than that, right? Ha-ha!
Close. Hey. At least he kept in the AFC, I guess.
Hey, much respect, dog. I have much love for you, bro. You're a good dude.
Real life Texans fan. That's like seeing Bigfoot.
We talk lots of football, you know. Hey, he didn't even hammer me too hard last year when we got beat by him in the playoffs, dog. Well, he didn't even really hammer me that bad.
We all knew it was a slim to none chance we win that game. Everybody knew it. We were in deep going into that with the quarterback situation. I mean,
for sure.
I was trying. We were all trying to be positive, but in the back of our mind, we all knew, like, man.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if our quarterback is McGloin, or if our real quarterback after Derek leaves has only had 2 snaps all season, I mean, what do you expect? You know, it's a sad day. I was a real upset dude about that.
Oh man. I was too. I was not as upset as I was Christmas Eve when Derek Carr broke his leg. It ruined my Christmas Eve, man. I was in a horrible. And that I sat there. I don't think I said anything for like a minute because I saw his mouth. It's broke.
I saw it, bro. I saw it.
And I saw it clear as freaking day. And as soon as that in my brain, I knew what had happened. And my face just turned, and my wife's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "No, I'm not.
Not even a little bit.
Not even a freaking little. Yeah, not even a little bit. No."
I read his lips too, dude. I was so hating it. Oh my God. Hey, but you know what though? I don't care. Yeah, that was a freak accident, bro. Our offensive line, our left side of the offensive line was immaculate. I mean, 1 or 2 get-bys, I'm down with that all year. Hey, it was a random event that hurt Carr. And honestly, dude, our offensive line on the...
It is what it is, and it took us out. Because I have this theory. Listen to my theory.
I want to hear it. Yeah.
Because I have this theory. Now, my wife has heard this freaking story a gazillion times, so bear with me, Raider Nation, because this is my story about how I see seasons as they unfold. Every NFL season is basically a story that plays out for you from start to finish. Now, in the history, in the annals of football lore, when you look back in time, when you watch NFL films, when you watch anything, you don't remember any of the other freaking teams from those years. You don't remember anything. There's one story that comes out of every NFL season. One story. Now, last year, the story happened to be about the redemption of the freaking softy balls, and he comes back and has a great comeback. That happened to be the story. Now, the story could have been Derek Carr, that brings the Raiders back to greatness, the young gun, the kid that was an Oakland fan his whole life, grew up a Raider fan, and he wins it all. Now, maybe that's the story this year. The story is Derek Carr comes back from a broken leg, and he goes back. But there's a story like that every season. That's how it's the Kurt Warner story when he brings the Rams back, and
Yes.
Green goes down at the beginning of the season.
I
He
give him
comes
props
in.
for that.
You don't remember jack about the rest of that season. Just
No.
the story of the Rams. So there's a
Just
story
Kurt
like
Warner
that
doing the damn
every
thing.
season. And that's the only thing you remember about that season. You don't remember anything else about that season. That's the Kurt Warner season. He took over for Green. When he went down, he wins the Super Bowl. He was bagging groceries the year before. And
that's the thing right there. He was bagging
season.
Groceries the year before. Oh, my goodness.
I've been telling my wife, the story has started to write itself for the 2017 season. It began last season. Derek Carr was taken down by a fluke accident by a line that allowed no sacks and was taken out, and the Raiders disappeared after they dominated all season. He comes back. It's the year of redemption.
Well, look at him. Look at his body. Look at how he looks, bro. The dude looks large. And you know what? I'm telling you right now.
Of the shield, baby.
Bro, it is happening. And this is an injury. This is an injury. Everything I've read on this injury is an injury you come back stronger after. Because your arm, your leg, or whatever, his leg, his ankle, whatever broke, it comes back stronger. Because there was absolutely no ligament or nerve damage. So, like, when you have no ligament or nerve damage, that injury that he had last year, it heals stronger. And you look at who had the same injury, except they had the ligament and the nerve damage, is Mariota. Marcus Mariota. And that dude right there had the low ankle, a high ankle break, but he had the ligament and the nerve damage.
Yeah, he had a lot of ligament damage. His was a much, much worse injury. Much worse.
I know, but it was the same break. But he had the ligament and nerve injury, which made it so much worse,
Yes.
I don't know, dude. Hey, I heard people talking about him this year. And I'm like, dude, you guys I understand Titans fans. But, no, dude, he needs this year to heal, bro.
I don't know about they are an up-and-coming team. I think it's going to be a little bit of a shootout in week 1. I think that's going to be an interesting game. So we'll see how that shapes out.
I really did think, though, that they were making moves in the offseason. And I was like, man, Titans might be a team that we have to watch because, they're making so many moves. Well, then when I hear Marcus Mariota is, like, not coming back from the injury anything like Derek Carr, I mean, it makes me thankful. But then I'm like, damn, dude, that dude's a stud, and that really sucks. And that sucks for him as a person because, as much as I love the Raiders and everything, I really don't want no physical damage to anybody. You know what I'm saying? I don't want, except for maybe, a couple fools, like a couple Broncos, and I ain't going to put them out on blast, but, we want Broncos to get burned. But
yeah, somebody get high-low and keep Talib out there in the secondary.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Yeah. I want the chain snatcher to get broke off, but... What a dirtball. And you are a freaking straight paperweight gangster, Talib, you bastard. Your ass went to like a private school and all that stuff, and you're going to come out there and be chain snatching like you're a gangster, dude. My God, bro. You cheddar bobbed yourself earlier in the year. So
he's
if
hot
you
garbage,
shoot
man.
yourself in the leg because you're all getting crazy, like you lost all straight worth for me, dude. Screw that. Yeah. Talib can burn, and I mean that's probably him and Brady are the only ones I really want to burn right now.
Yeah.
I mean Brady, I just want to see him deflate, bro. I want that fool just straight have 2-3 seasons. Yeah, 2 or 3 seasons of just straight desperation, bro, where he's running for his life, he's yelling at the offensive line. That's what I want, bro. Because honestly, all we have to do is have a couple people stirring his thing. He gets stirred up so easy, really, though. Think about all the times. And honestly,
he's a dirty little diva.
Mr. Brady,
Yeah.
he's a moody diva.
Hey,
That's
I
damn
just saw
sure.
somebody came on right now, bro. Hey, my uncle Tony Ardito. What's up? Thank you very much for watching watching me on here with everybody, man. Thank you very much. My
You bet.
uncle.
Cool.
Sorry, man.
That's all right. Well, actually, we're gonna have to throw you off because I gotta
Do
let
it,
some other
dude. Do
people
it.
get in here.
Get it. That's what's so awesome about this show. This show rocks, bro. This right here, it is an awesome idea, bro. Honestly, I think that like I should have thought of it first. But hey,
Well,
that's just me, you know.
but that's all right because you can jump on with me every time.
All the
But
time, bro. Hey, you guys, Raider Nation, one love. We got 9 days, 9 days,
yes.
and it's us, bro. So hey, y'all have a good one. Get the next one on here. Much
All
love
right.
and respect, Raider Nation, till I die, and I'm out. Peace.
Thanks, NorCal. All right. That opens up the VIP lounge. If anybody else wants to jump up in, and I will give out the call-in number. Hadn't got it out yet because had somebody in the lounge. Only one person allowed in the VIP lounge at a time. That's just the way it is. So here is your call-in number if you would like to call in. And Juan Rasputin will be sending out some video invites to anybody outside hanging around the VIP lounge as well. In case you would like to pop in and sit down and talk some silver and black. So, like I said, it is said before, man, it's an exciting time right now. It's an exciting time. And the story has started to write itself. Like I was saying, like I was telling NorCal, I have a theory for every season. And out of every season comes a story. And only one story is remembered from each season. It's what they make America's game shows out of. It's what they make NFL films out of. There's only one great team remembered from every season, and there's a story to go with that team of how they got there. You know, like I'd mentioned, the Kurt Warner story of, you know, him Trent Green going down, him coming in. You know, the guy that was the arena football guy, was a grocery bagger at Hy-Vee, and becomes a Hall of Fame Super Bowl winning quarterback. That was the story of that season. I mean, when you look at each individual season, those are the stories. You know, the stories when the Steelers won the Super Bowl. It was the Jerome Bettis story, going back to Detroit, his hometown. They had him all the team at his parents' house, and it was him going back and retiring, winning the Super Bowl. That was the story. That was the story of that season. That ended up being the story, the bus farewell tour. You know, it's not how the season's ended out, but the story unfolds and writes itself as the season goes on. And the rest of the teams just become players and small pawns or characters in said story. But every season becomes a story. What will the story of the 2017 season be? I would like to believe it is the story of redemption, the revenge season. Derek Carr goes down at the end of 2016, an absolute fluke. The Raiders fall into basically just fall away. The season ends in a huge disappointment. But we made the playoffs. So then you come out in 2017, you make a bunch of big moves. You had beast mode, and it becomes a season of redemption, revenge. The year of revenge. The year that the Silver and Black rises to greatness once again. And that's the story. There's your story, is Derek Carr picking himself up and becoming the next great NFL quarterback. With one of the possible greatest
defensive players in generations next to him, carrying the other side of the ball. Number 52. It's interesting. The stories. The story is beginning to write itself. It's beginning to write itself. So, just is. So like I said, Juan and Rasputin will be rolling around, throwing out some invites, video invites. Let me throw out the call-in number again. If you'd like to call in, if you're out there, man, call in. Let's talk some silver and black. We can use the call-in number old school style. It's just fine. I got a nice hookup on here. But, like I said, the story's writing itself. I start to see it write itself. You know, I see our story every season. I can see what our story needs to be by the end of the season. And it's whether it ends up being a silver and black story, obviously, you know, over the past, it hasn't. We've just been a character in the story for quite some time. But I start to see, as the story writes itself, for who it's going to write itself for. And I always tell my wife, I said, you know, I see it. I'm starting to see the story. The story's going to be freaking, you know, and whatever it may be. But I can start to see it. I can start to see it this year already. I think it's our year. I really do. It just feels different this season. Just feels different. Just does. Don't know why. Just feels different. But we will see. Next Saturday night at the Cardinals. The quest begins. The quest for 4 begins. With some of the best odds coming into a season that we have had in a very, very, very long time. That's positive. That's positive. Yes. So, we throw up the call-in number again. If anybody wants to use it, call in. Stops with silver and black. Juan and Rasputin will be sending out video invites. So, cautious optimism. I like that, Tana. I like that. It's a good way to put it. Cautious optimism. Because, you know, I am the forever optimist. I feel like it's our year every year. And even when we were sucking in the decade of suck, I still felt like our, because I could give the argument that somebody turns it around every season. Somebody's that team every season. There's always that one team that sucked the year before and everybody's just shocked the following year. There's always that team. So every year I'd be like, why isn't it us? Could be us. But, you know, it took a little bit of the gradual buildup, which is typically the way you want to do it. You don't want to do it like the Cowboys did it, where you have the quick spike. Because the quick spike is always followed by a valley. So, It's interesting. It's interesting. Interesting dilemma. So, we give out the call-in number. Feel free to call in. Let's talk some Silver and Black. It's the After Hours party. This is what it's for. Love talking to the nation. You guys see, I'm on typically 5 hours a week on Open Raiders football, so this is my time to sit back and relax. So what's on your mind, Raider Nation related? What's on your mind? What questions do you guys got? What's interesting you? What's your biggest concerns coming into the season? Well, that's being a fan though. You gotta think it's your year every year. That's just being a fan. That's exactly what happened last year, Joseph. Everybody's like, we flew in under the radar, and I've been saying it's a big difference coming into a season like last year. When we came in, we knew we were good. Raiders fans started to see it the year before. We started to see Carr turning around. We started to see it the year before, but the rest of the league didn't see it. So what happened last year, we weren't surprised. But we flew it under the radar for the rest of the league, and we surprised a lot of people. Now this year, that's different. Now we're expected to win. Where last year we weren't expected to win. What's up, Raider and Stephanie? So, it's different. This year, we're expected to win. It's a lot different coming into a season when you are now expected to win the game that you're in. Everybody's expecting you to win. That wasn't like that last season yet. It was not like that. It just wasn't like that last season. Now, that's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it's a different kind of pressure when you come in there every week knowing you are expected to win. It's just a little added pressure. Just a little added pressure. I mean, although, these guys are coming in expecting basically to win every game anyway, but it's not the way it usually shakes out. So yes. What else is on your mind? Raider Nation. Questions you got? Throw out the call-in number again. Feel free to use it. We do have the manpower this year. The holes have been filled. I'm telling you guys, Marquel Lee has looked really, really good. Just like NorCal was saying, Vanderdos has looked really, really good. Oh, hold on. What's up? You're on Raider Reaction. After Hours. What's up?
Hey, what's going on, man? This is Raider Develian, man.
Hey, what's up, my brother? How we doing?
I'm doing all right, man. Got some good news out of Raider camp. I'm excited about my favorite pick, Eddie Vanderdos.
Oh, he's looking good, man. So's Marquel Lee. Both those guys have looked solid.
Now, let me speak on Marquel Lee.
Speak away.
When it comes to run defense or covering center field in his part of the secondary, I like him. But what I do not want to see Marquel Lee do, I don't think the coaches want to see it neither, is him actually drop into the coverage to the point of actually trying to keep up with somebody downfield. Because that's not what his forte is. Now, if he could just stay, if we're talking about against a run, yeah, he's a hammer. He's going to drill somebody. If somebody comes over the middle, I don't expect him to really stop them from catching it. I expect him to jar them.
Yeah. I mean, he's a middle linebacker. That's what he's there for. You're there to chatter teeth.
Well, what their defensive coordinator and Pagano's going to have to do is they're going to have to put a defense in place where he does not have to run downfield trying to cover somebody, because he's not going to be able to do that. He ran a 4.640, and that's pretty slow for a middle linebacker.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
So,
Shelby, I love it. You even got the hashtag right. You even dropped the E and everything. Shelby, you're a star for the day in the comments right there. Because you even dropped the E. Nobody remembers to drop the E but me. That's beautiful.
but don't sleep on Corey James.
No, man, I've been saying the same thing, bro. I'm on the same page with you. We're not as bad at linebacker as some people think we are.
Yeah, I knew we wasn't going to get Zach Orr, because Zach Orr is not really a fit for us. I mean, he's a good linebacker, but he's mainly a 3-4. He would probably be a little lost in a 4-3. And as much as I expect to run both this year, I see us still running more 4-3 than we do 3-4, and we run it at least 2/3 of the time at the very least. So 2/3 of the time he's going to be like lost.
Yeah. We'll see. I'm excited to kind of see, because I think we're going to possibly get to see a lot of these guys in that first preseason game, like maybe some of these rookies. I don't think we're going to see many starters, but maybe we might get a glimpse to see if one of these rookies get a little action. That's about all I'm probably looking to see.
And as far as action, we might see some of that this season on the offensive line.
Yeah, never know.
Because as I was telling you yesterday, I worry about Donald Penn this late in his age. Now, I'm hoping everything works out and that, he has another solid season. But history says this is around the time that they have their drop-off, especially for his position.
It's true.
But another thing I want to touch, let me ask you something.
Sure.
What do you think Belichick would have done with Donald Penn?
Ooh. That's a good question. I think he would have took a firm stand with him too. That I'm not going to talk to you unless you are in camp. I think he probably would have took a firm stance with him too.
At this point, this is where we're treading on a little dangerous water. Because we don't want to incite this type of behavior in the future.
No.
Somebody signed the deal the year before, then, they play real good, and they feel they play above their means, and you come to the camp and be like, I want to hold out.
It's bad business.
So, Reggie has to be very careful on how he deals with Donald Penn, because we don't want players thinking this is okay to do in the future.
No, I agree. It's not okay. I do not like the tactic. I do not like you forcing the hand. I think it's bad business. Hey, I bet he's been cashing them checks. The employer's holding up their end of the bargain. They're paying you. They've been paying you. You've been cashing them checks. So they're holding up their end of the contract. You need to hold up your end. Now, if you want to come in and let them know when you're coming to camp that you're unhappy and that you'd really like to talk about possibly adjusting your contract, but you were willing to come to camp, now I have no problem with that. No problem with that. But you got to come to work.
I have no issue with him asking for money. It's about how
exactly
he did it.
You come to work though.
So I think if I was Reggie, like I said, the water's a little bit dangerous. This I have no issue with him getting paid, but there should be a message of things like this is not going to be tolerated.
Yeah, I agree. It should be.
I probably would enforce a fine.
Yeah, it should be a good.
I probably would enforce a fine. Get in camp. You know.
I would like to see a fine. I would really like to see a fine because he's in breach of contract right now. So I would like to see a fine levied against him. I'd like to see a fine.
I don't want players in the future thinking it's okay to breach contracts and get rewarded. And you have somebody in your comments, Martin Rocha, said we need more pass rush. And my only answer to that is don't forget about Bruce Irvin. Don't forget about Shalik Calhoun in his second year. Don't forget about our third-round pick, Eddie Vanderdos. We still have a seventh-round pick who could be a sleeper in Trayvon Hester. Mario Edwards Jr. is
and the
back on
defensive
field.
player of the year. And the defensive player of the year, Khalil Mack.
And outside of him, he's without saying. And let's not forget about James Cowser.
Hey, we got some guys, man. That's why
going into it. We got pass rushers. We just got to make sure we also got run defenders, which I think Mario Edwards Jr., Eddie Vanderdos, and you have Latham, Hester. I think he'll be good in that regard. We still have Jelly, which I've been very underwhelmed about.
Yeah.
But he's in a new year. He's in a new year. He knows he has to step it up. So we'll see where it goes from there.
Yeah, we'll see how he does. We'll see how he does. So
I'm very excited about a package that has, Obi playing down on the tight end with Carl Joseph as strong safety and Shalom Luwani at free safety.
That's an interesting set. We're pretty deep in safety.
Shalom Luwani might end up, from our safety position, being one of the better ball hawks.
Yeah, it's possible. There's been a lot of positive things on him out of camp, rookie camp all the way through. There's been nothing but positive things said about him, so I agree.
Well,
hey, hold on. Just a second, bud. Just a second, man. Hey, prize pack point of the night. Player, Ray Guy. Ray Guy, first comment in the box. First comment with Ray Guy's number gets prize pack point for the night. All right. Sorry, had to get that out of the way. Show's almost over.
I'm not even going to lie. I don't even know that. All right, I was born in 81. I started following Raiders in 87.
Well, it's a good little piece. It's just because everybody knows the play, but sometimes you gotta stop thinking about it. You're like, damn, what number are they? That McGuff,
I mean, I know legends of Raider stories and stuff like that, but I don't know details like that. I didn't start following the team as far as draft picks and getting information on players until I was probably like 18, 19. Before that, you don't think about looking up players and getting their history and you got and not to mention social media wasn't around or the internet.
No, man, it's a different world now. It's definitely a different world now. Nobody got the number right yet. You're all wrong. Ray Guy is the player. You gotta give me the number if you're gonna get the point for tonight.
Yeah, Ray Guy as a punter and a quarterback, he sure wasn't no 87.
No, he wasn't no 87. Joe Conniff. You got the prize pack point for the night. Now, if you end up with the most prize pack points by the end of the month, you win the Raider Reaction prize pack. Just a bunch of nice little prize pack of Raider swag, silver and black swag. A little Raider Reaction gift.
And I'm curious
gift pack.
to get your take as far as who's our most dangerous foe in our division.
Our most dangerous? I with no doubt it's Kansas City. I don't think the Chargers are going to be any sort of competition. I believe the Donkeys are going to have big problems on offense this season, and they are not going to be I don't think they're going to be a contender. And you know what? I think the Chiefs are going to be okay this season, but I think they peaked it last season. And I think that they've started to turn on Alex Smith a little bit. They've basically already told him that he's got this year to get something done. They went and pulled Macklin away from him and didn't even tell him about it. It's just they went and then they go and signed Mahomes and are putting a lot of effort into him and are basically looking like he's the future, is going to replace Smith. It just doesn't feel good, the vibes you got coming out of Kansas City. So I got a feeling we're going to take this division, and I think we're going to take it a little easier than a lot of people think we're going to.
I disagree with half of what you say, and I'm going to tell you the half I disagree with.
All right.
I disagree with your take on the Chargers.
On the Chargers. Why?
I believe.
I have to ask why.
Because they have a lot of talent, and you got to remember, when we beat them twice last year, we beat them with a very riddled roster.
Yes.
And we barely won.
True, but it's a divisional game, and they're always close typically. So
I don't disagree with that, but I think because they have talent on both sides of the ball, they have some really, really good talent on both sides of the ball, and I'm not trying to give so much props to the dischargers, but I have to acknowledge and be realistic. I mean, because they do have, good playmakers in their secondary. They have good pass rushers in Bosa and Ingram. They're questionable at linebacker, kind of like we are.
Mm-hmm.
But their front four and their secondary, they got solid players. And if they can stay healthy this year, and you already know their offense can hang 30 on anybody.
Yeah, he can sling. There's no doubt about that. Rivers can sling. That's for sure.
I mean, Rivers is a Hall of Famer in my book.
Oh, man, I don't know about that. No way.
If you compare him
No way.
to the quarterbacks that's in the Hall of Fame, he has everything. Well, what he doesn't have on his resume is enough playoff wins.
Yeah, his playoff. I can't see that.
No, his playoff record is what might keep him out.
Yeah. The problem with him is he's going to get a log jam because he's around the time when there's going to be a lot of other guys that are up for it. They're going to have a little better playoff resume. But hey, man, I'm going to have to let you go because I got to start wrapping up the show, my brother. So.
Oh, it was enjoyable hopping on for a few minutes and throwing in my take on things.
Hey, man, I appreciate you jumping on, man. Like I said, if you want to come back next Thursday, late night on One Nation Live, jump back on again, man. We'll talk some silver and black. Appreciate you jumping on with me, man.
Absolutely, man.
All right. Take care. Take care. Much love, Raider Nation. All right. So, like I said, that's about it. Sorry. Juan and Rasputin are going to have to start escorting people to the door. That's it. The Raider Reaction After Hours is over on One Nation Live. Now, don't forget, tomorrow, Oakland Raider football, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 o'clock Eastern. It's the Raider Reaction Black Friday. And we're going to give you the second part of the great Raider game from last week that we started. The Bo Jackson game, when Bo entranced himself to the league in 1987. The Seattle Raiders Monday Night Football game. 1987. We're going to finish that up tomorrow. That's right, Popeye. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Because I'm out. Peace. Love. Raider Nation.